What's up, collective? Welcome back to the channel. Let's get into this reading. Another reading. There's new readings on the channel. In case you haven't seen them in your feed, just check out the channel page or the community tab. There's over 2,200 readings on this channel that you can resonate with. Okay, these are general readings. They're timeless readings. They're not personal. They're general readings for every sign. If something feels personal or offensive, it could very well not be your message. Please disregard it and only take what resonates and what is confirmation for you. All right. Let's see. Thank you for your likes, your views. Thank you for your support on this channel. Thank you for listening to the channel every day. Collective is great. The Cash App is $ Ocean Deep Intuition. If you would like to give to the channel. Okay. Cereal in reverse, like the cereal you eat for breakfast or any time of day. I eat cereal any time of day, but something is happening with somebody doesn't want you to eat cereal. This could be a spirit, okay, a hungry spirit that is trying to stop you from eating certain things that it doesn't like or that bother them. Okay, this spirit is stranded. I see stranded out here. Okay, they're creating accounts in your name, or their hosts are doing this. Okay, brown skin could be significant. I'm doing this to several men and women. Abusive karmic family. Okay, so somebody has brown skin. They don't have to have brown skin. Curses. Okay, in the upright here. Manifestations are becoming a reality in reverse for this person. They're not happening. It's in reverse. There is, okay, a pet died. Pet died is here. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Somebody could still be trying to please spirits. Okay. There could be people around you that you may or may not be aware of that are trying to please spirits through you, okay, by using you as some sort of false offering, okay, trying to persuade you without you realizing it to serve them too. Because this is what their spirits want. Their spirits want as many servants as possible. But I serve God, so I don't have time for this here. But they're still trying. Somebody could have lost a pet. An abusive karmic family member could have lost a pet, or they could be responsible for the loss of a pet. And they're doing this to several men and women. It's right in the middle. And whatever they're manifesting is not coming to reality because they are taking life. And we all know we don't have to do that. So it has left this person stranded somewhere. They could be trying to create accounts in your name to try to take care of themselves or come up with some kind of money. Cereal in reverse. There's something they don't like about this cereal that's bothering them. Okay. Aliens and angels love you. Okay, we have a triple agent in the collective energy. Breakfast in reverse. Okay, somebody is trying to, okay, so last night dinner in reverse came out, or dinner came out, but with the other cards around it, it looked like someone is trying to sacrifice your dinner. And now we have breakfast in reverse. So this earth sign in reverse is trying to sacrifice someone's meals. Okay, breakfast. Okay, because they don't have a twin flame or soulmate. This person is bitter, but they sacrifice them. So that's why they're in that situation. This person is a triple agent of Satan. Okay, and they're turning themselves in. Okay, let's hope that justice is served. They watch somebody online, whoever this is, but they don't want somebody eating. It's like whatever you don't do, it's like you're sacrificing yourself for this person. But this is false. This is false. Okay, because an offer doesn't work like that. These spirits have gotten to the point of insanity where they're having hallucinations and they're making up things. Okay, they're saying what they want to happen. It doesn't mean that it is happening, because as soon as you have consciousness and awareness, that's it. That's it. This fantasy is over. This fantasy of theirs of sacrificing something you're not giving them. You're not giving them your breakfast. You're not giving them your dinner. But they're saying it so they think it's actually happening. They just want to feel like it's happening, but it's not. Because again, you're aware. Okay, somebody is high vibrational. Something is happening next week for this high vibrational person. A teenager could be in reverse over an IP address or an address or something like that. Why is this person stranded? They could be stranded at an address. 7-Eleven. Somebody could be at a 7-Eleven, this store. It's in reverse though. Something could be going on at a location, okay, where somebody was stranded at this location, and they were trying to get an address or something. This could be significant. Okay. A son or daughter could be in reverse. Okay. This could have something to do with cereal. A coworker is stalking you. Okay, they're not outside. They could be inside. Outside in reverse. A gas station could be significant. A YouTuber could be in reverse over brown skin. Only a side chick in reverse. Okay, somebody did not want to do that. They didn't want to just be only a side chick. Okay, or somebody wasn't a side chick. They had somebody. This is possible too. All right, like this video, collective. Like this video. Savannah could be significant. Yes. Okay. Something about a piece of candy is significant. A piece of candy. This could be a name or a place that starts with S. Something about this person's address is significant. Stay at home mom in reverse. Okay. This could be Queen of Pentacles energy, earth, fire, placements. Okay, it doesn't have to be. But somebody did something inside to this person. They were inside when something happened at their address, IP's address, or an IP address. They were located at this way or something, or these could be initials. I and P could be significant. Why was this person creating accounts in their name and somebody else's name? They can't stand. Somebody can't stand up. Somebody's legs are hurt. John in reverse. Or a J name is doing this. This is a spirit. Or this person is no longer here. Karmic stealing energy from divine feminine, divine masculine. This could be a family member or somebody doing this to several men and women. They want energy, so they're creating accounts in your name. Foaming at the mouth in reverse because you're not having any problems. You're not sick. Okay, they want a selfie. Somebody wants a selfie to create accounts in your name. They need a picture of you. Your selfie in reverse though. Okay, they're not getting it. Amy could be significant, or an A name. Ido, Tito. being judged this month in reverse. Somebody's not being judged this month. Okay. They like it rough in reverse. They don't like doing something rough. Maybe in the bedroom. Florida, or a place that starts with F. We have manslaughter. Maybe a YouTuber. Or not. Okay. Somebody's child here. Somebody needs to get their eyes checked. This could be the perpetrator or the victim. I also see a spirit that could be binding to someone. Okay. And that person thinks that they need to get their eyes checked, but it's really somebody else that's doing some kind of witchcraft. Trying to swap eye health or something silly like this. Somebody could really need to get their eyes checked. Somebody in a place that starts with F, possibly. Or they want somebody to get their eyes checked because they want to do something when this person goes there with some kind of spirit or witchcraft. This is also something that could have happened. I enjoy your company in reverse. Okay, somebody whose pet died does not enjoy somebody's company. Okay, hating on your glow up in reverse. Somebody's not doing that in the energy. They're not hating on your glow up. Maybe a coworker or a name that starts with S or J or F. They're not hating on your glow up. They were. It's here. They were. Okay, they could be involved in some kind of harming of someone here. A daughter could be significant. Somebody won't chill, just chill in reverse, and they can't stand up. So it's like somebody just needs to relax themselves and rest. Maybe somebody with Libra placements needs to relax themselves, and now they can't stand up. And they might need to get their eyes checked as well. Somebody's having health problems. The letter Y could be significant, first, middle, or last name. A woman is obsessed with a woman here. Something is going on in this woman's life. This woman could have some kind of serious, with this manslaughter card, they could be trying to frame somebody for this. Somebody could be going around just trying to frame people for what they've done. Bank account in reverse. Okay, somebody's having problems with their bank account because of some sort of perfume or cologne that they're wearing. It could have been a reason why they had a health problem. Again, this is witchcraft. Female celebrity in reverse. Goldsmith in reverse. G, first, middle, or last name. The letter O, okay, first, middle, or last name in reverse. Enough evidence for indictment, okay, for using things like perfume, cologne, everyday items that we use, our clothing, socks. They would use anything they can. Your glasses, your hat. Okay, somebody's feeling mad stupid. Feeling mad stupid is out over a selfie or some sort of picture. It could have something to do with the stay-at-home mom or person. 34, Cancer. Could be significant. 43. Somebody dropped out of school and didn't tell somebody. And now their bank account is in reverse. An undercover cop could be in reverse. She's only here for the money in reverse. Somebody's not using someone. A U name could be significant, first, middle, or last name. U, G, H, or T, or E. Summer in reverse. I I want to spend the rest of my life with you in reverse. Somebody did not want to do that. They didn't want to spend the rest of their life with someone. Maybe in the summertime, this could be a name that starts with S. Somebody stole your property, a home, a land. Cigarettes in reverse. Somebody needed to make a sacrifice to stop smoking cigarettes. Maybe this was their idea, maybe. Somebody with air placements. They're falsely accused. They're falsely accusing someone in a small town, maybe. Or somebody from a small town. Air sign in reverse and air sign in the upright. Okay, air could be attacking air. She's not the one. Okay, somebody's not the one to be doing this to. And now there's evidence against somebody here. There's enough evidence. Okay. A jealous mother or father is involved here. They could be having problems with cigarettes. Okay. I can't meet up in reverse. Somebody is meeting up with this person. They met up with this person, but they had to check again. Okay, something said check again. Okay, something was going on here. Somebody wants to go on tour. Okay, a Leo, 34 or 35, 53 or 43 could be significant. Leo Cancer wants to go on tour maybe. Okay. Okay, they didn't leave a place early though, left early in reverse. They didn't leave early enough to do something, and they're not sorry. Okay, sorry, and I'm sorry in reverse. This person seems like a harmless karmic, but that doesn't exist. Okay, karmics cause harm. That's why they're called karmics. They're getting karma. They use people to block their karma. So somebody is not a karmic shield anymore. Okay, and somebody's feeling mad stupid about it, because now there's enough evidence to indict somebody. Somebody wasn't the one though. We're never getting married in reverse. Okay, somebody's getting married to someone. Someone's made up their mind they want to do that. All right, let's see what comes out here. Let's pull this deck again. Cremation could be significant, some sort of cremation. I want all of you forever. Okay, braids. STD. Okay, Savannah. Could be significant. Somebody is stranded and a car took off. Okay, that's pretty specific. Repeat. I'm sorry in reverse. Somebody is not sorry. And even after somebody repeated something or said something again, they still didn't say sorry, like they don't care or something. This is possible. You are not invited. STD. Okay, so somebody doesn't want that. Okay, we have 7-Eleven. Somebody didn't leave early enough. At 7-Eleven, they didn't leave early enough. They stole property. Somebody stole somebody's property. USPS. A rat is in reverse. USPS, rat in reverse. I enjoy your company, but I'm not sorry. Okay, somebody's saying that. They don't have any regrets for doing something. They're being judged this month. There's enough evidence for indictment. Okay, so something is changing here. Check again. Be my girl or my man in reverse. Somebody is saying they need to check something. They checked again and something was wrong about this situation, about being with somebody or something like that. USPS in reverse. Something didn't happen regarding the mail and somebody dropped out of school and didn't tell you. Pulled out a weapon. Somebody needed to get their eyes checked. When they did this, they couldn't see something when they pulled out a weapon. Strip club is significant. Please don't leave me. I won't lie to you again. You turn me on every time. Unfortunately, this card is a lie, okay? This person is just saying this so you don't leave. They're just kind of turned on by you. OD could be significant, or DO. First, middle, or last name. Somebody can't stand. They're having problems standing up. Okay, they don't want to be judged this month. a water sign. Or somebody's not being judged this month, a water sign. One or the other. 7-11. Get some sleep in reverse. Somebody won't do that. They won't get some sleep. Maybe somebody works overnight at this place. Something about an address. A significant. Hawaii. Okay. G in reverse. First, middle, or last name. Could be significant. A car took off. And... they have another apartment you didn't know about. You could know about this apartment that they have. It was in reverse. You could have found out about something. A son or daughter is okay, but you might not know. There's a woman obsessed with a woman. Okay, Hispanic in reverse. They could be doing something to Hispanic women. Stole your property. Gemini. Hawaii in reverse. Somebody from Hawaii is in reverse. Florida. Hawaii or Florida could be significant. Somebody is sorry this week for stealing something in the summer or about summer. Somebody left early during the summer, like they left before the summer was over or something. Could be significant. All right, let's see what's going on. Something is significant about a G name, F, okay, H, S. This woman, obsessed with the woman, is sorry. They stole property from you. This person is exposed, and they could have done this to a son or a daughter, which is everybody. Everybody is a son or daughter, but they could have did this to somebody who, like, didn't even receive a notice about it or something. I'm picking up like somebody didn't even know that somebody did this, and somebody stole it before they can get it, and they feel bad. Or do they? Or do they feel bad? Somebody could want you to think something happened to someone, okay, because they're scared of getting caught. Or they want, it's almost like somebody wants you to sacrifice someone with your own thinking or your own thought. Because this person has no manifestation power. But if they can trick you into thinking that something happened to someone, maybe it'll happen. With some witchcraft or something. They're sick, okay? All right. Dropping on the floor, who do we have here? We have ancestors. We have Seven of Pentacles. We have King of Cups. We have Pisces and Taurus in the upright. Okay. And then we have this crazy Five of Swords here. That could be doing something to Hispanic women. Okay. We have Aquarius, Taurus, and Pisces so far. All right. Somebody is in conflict. They're crazy. They're abusive. They could be doing something with a Virgo, Aquarius. Okay. Because somebody moved away from them with the Six of Cups in reverse. Somebody's independent. They don't want to play anymore. They're not playful with this person anymore. They're more serious about something, and they left home, they left the place, and this person is looking at them like, you know, I need you to come back here. This person is doing anything to control a situation with the Five of Swords, and they're hustling. They're spending beyond their means. They're doing too much beyond their means, and they're struggling with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, we have this Aries that wants to bother a Leo placement. Maybe this is a child. A child could be any of these placements as well, but this Aries in reverse is doing something to them for their strength and their courage. This person could be graping them. This could be some kind of grape going on with the Emperor in reverse. Something inappropriate. Okay, they're stalking them with the Page of Swords in reverse. This is fire, air. That is having lack because they keep acting like this and nobody wants to work with them. Maybe somebody in Florida doesn't want to work with this person because their ancestors are saying you shouldn't do this. Okay. And now this person can't do anything and someone has their freedom. Yeah, this person chose freedom over working with this person, because with the Lovers card in reverse and the Three of Wands in reverse, some kind of activity with the clothes off could have caused someone to be imprisoned or unable to travel somewhere or unable to work with someone. So because somebody made the right decision, they didn't end up in a situation, and this other person is still in that situation, possibly because they can't find anybody to dump their karma on. If somebody got out the way. Okay, so they try to do it to an earth sign child, maybe Earth Gemini. Okay, this Scorpio Sag in reverse tried to do this. Okay, so that they could have also tried to do this to this Virgo Libra or this Cancer placement. Okay, somebody with Pisces placements were very disappointed. Okay, Nine of Swords in reverse. So there's a Pisces Gemini who is losing control with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. They are in some sort of negative phase in their life. It could have something to do with the Scorpio Sag in reverse, who is has these expectations that no one can meet, not even themselves. He can't achieve something, or she can't achieve something, and there's no control here. Somebody had to leave the picture of Pisces. Maybe a Pisces Gemini had to get out the picture and leave because it's no good. This person had hope. Okay, when they left, they had hope, and they had they were reaching out for help. They were asking somebody to help them with something, which is good. Okay, and then they were disappointed. They were trying to leave something behind. Now we have this High Priestess energy. This Virgo Libra. Okay, this one right here is they stole your property. This Earth sign. Okay, this woman that's obsessed with a woman, they stole somebody's property. Pisces, Leo, Gemini, or an Earth sign. Okay, this woman did something back here to a High Priestess. Clarify this set of people here. They're showing up in the upright, but they're not. They just show up in the upright to attract younger people for their property. Like they hustle. This is some kind of hustle where they hustle young people who are getting inheritance out of their property. So they have to look upright. Okay. They're competing for whatever this person has. They're fighting over it, but it's not theirs. Yeah, Cancer, Gemini, and Virgo. Okay. So what they did was they sacrificed a Cancer, Gemini, Virgo, Libra in the upright. Or they're competing with Virgo, Libra, Cancer in the upright. But they're really in reverse here. This week, something is going on with them. And now they're saying sorry. They weren't sorry before, but now they are. Because they're exposed. They've had to turn themselves in. They've had to do something right. But they could be targeting these signs in the upright. And they could want to replace this sign. Like, okay, harm them and replace them. Yeah, they're guilty. Justice in reverse. Okay, they're being punished and people are moving away from them. People are moving away from them with the Six of Swords. Maybe Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Pisces is moving away. Air, okay, air in the upright is learning about what this group is doing and they're also moving away. But there's this Aquarius, Virgo energy that keeps hanging around here in the corner. It could be hurting Hispanic people. Why is this group hurting Hispanic people? What the heck? The devil, okay? The devil is coming out here. They want to bind spirits or seduction, temptation, destructive behavior. They want to bind this to this person, okay? Because they're obsessed with this group. There's a Taurus, Aries they want to sacrifice, okay, for a Sagittarius possibly. Or they could be a Taurus, Sagittarius, but they want to sacrifice this air sign, Aquarius, this Virgo, this Pisces, this Scorpio. This group here, they want to do that. A Cancer possibly, okay? They want to pretend to be this group's friends so that they can take their inheritance. Yeah, they want to sacrifice and confuse them with the Hangman and the Ace of Swords in reverse. This person's in a Five of Pentacles, okay, in Temperance in reverse. They can't stop drinking. The drinking is really chewed them up. This drinking is chewing, this addiction is chewing them up. With the Devil card in Temperance in reverse, this person gets tempted all the time. They're tempting all the time. Okay, they're sacrificing people who are enlightened, and they're still confused. It's like they're sacrificing people who are letting go and surrendering for good reasons, and they're still confused because they're not getting anything out of this. It's just senseless harming. Okay, this person was sacrificed again as a child to be lazy, greedy, and non-committal, and they're in regret. The collective sees them, know that they're lusting in the dream state with the Seven of Cups in reverse. They're overwhelmed. They don't have purpose right now. They live in a fantasy and they can't get out. A Cancer Leo went to this Virgo energy, this Cancer Virgo energy. This Cancer Leo did this very energetically. But they had this sacrifice in their back pocket. They wanted to show up in your energy, but they had a sacrifice in their back pocket. And we have King of Pentacles here, Leo, Virgo, and Emperor. Okay, these two again. Oh, man, okay. What I see here is that there's a Cancer Leo that is always changing faces. They're always looking upright. They might not be. They could be feeling good one day, then they could be doing the wrong thing another day. This is an inconsistent person. But what I see here is that this person, with the King of Pentacles and the Emperor coming out like this together, okay? These are either brothers or boyfriends. And what I think this Cancer Leo did was sacrifice this person, and it's like this Cancer Leo could, they could have some issues with their gender and their sexuality. And what I see is that they did something in the dreams of these two men, and now these two men did something together, and they're restless. When I split the deck, I have Pisces trying to avoid a painful ending in regards to what they did to their family by also joining this hiatus, this little party here. But these men are restless now. They're not necessarily content with something. It's like they were manipulated by this Pisces, Cancer, Leo to avoid a painful ending and have a new beginning with somebody else's inheritance. They had to make some sort of sacrifice. So they could have sacrificed these men's relationships. These are usually married men. This King of Pentacles and Emperor, they usually have a woman. So, or a person, okay? But in this particular case, what I see is that they were kind of swindled into being with each other somehow. And then this Capricorn Aquarius was defending himself because this Virgo Libra is, this Virgo Libra, these people they're shape-shifting or something. Like they look upright, but they're not. there's copies of something's going on with multiple people looking similar, showing up in people's energy or dreams, confusing them. It's all for somebody's property. They're confusing someone, and then somebody just started defending themselves, okay, because they're tired here. Somebody with Gemini, Capricorn, Aquarius, Leo placements, and God is here, Hierophant. Okay, God could have inspired this person to apologize, okay? They could have prayed or had some sort of mercy and forgiveness from God, so they said sorry. Because they really want to work together, but again, there's this Page of Cups in reverse that is there's this young water sign that's spiritual whoring, and to recover. They're always attached when somebody wants to work with the collective. They're always trying to have some kind of fantasy or intercourse with somebody to recover. It's like they watch you, who you work with, just to see who they can latch onto and start acting in this lower state. The Hermit, Virgo, Capricorn in the upright is looking into something. They're soul searching. They're looking into themselves. They're looking into some kind of work that somebody's doing, some kind of oath or promise that somebody made. And this other group has no plans, even though they're not suffering with the whoring that they're doing. They don't have any plans because something is not genuine. Okay, so they go to the authorities and they try to cause chaos and for something to lose control. They go to the authorities. This fallen angel energy, this lower fire energy, goes to the authorities to try to take their, they try to pimp them, dominate them, attach strings to their money, control what they do with their money for their opportunity. Okay, they're very upset that somebody knows that they're doing this. 3 of Swords and the Devil card. So this person they weren't suffering, but then when they started doing something in regards to the authorities, they could not stop suffering. It's like there was no way to stop the suffering because they were doing something very wrong here. If it wasn't the authorities, it was somebody with Cancer, Earth, Air, Fire placements, okay? And they were doing this to people who have a lot of progress and control in their life, that have a lot of courage, okay? That have a person that they love, okay? They were doing something to the child. This is the energy that feels like every child is their child. There's something wrong with this energy. This spirit feels like every child is their child so that they can offer them up, because they can only offer up their children. So they do some kind of crazy garbage and then they say, this is my child. Because once, you've probably heard this before, but once a spirit or a person gets into your family, they have access to the bloodline. So if one person or 2 or 3 people in your family are doing this kind of cult behavior, this lower behavior, this demonic behavior, it can open up access to you somehow. It could be limited access, maybe not as much as the others are experiencing, but this is how they access, they force their way into your family. And this person is suffering, okay? I see somebody arrested here with the Devil card for what they're doing to these children. And this has got to be more, this could be this own person's child, or his own spirit's or host's child as well. Okay, they want somebody's inheritance and they're doing witchcraft with the Magician in reverse. They're being a narcissist. They're bothering somebody's inheritance in destiny. They're 2 of Cups, their Lover's card, their person that they love. Okay, like I said, 4 of Swords. Somebody is put to rest or under arrest, so that something new could happen with the Ace of Wands. Death is here. Okay, some people need to experience a rebirth. And this group is also finished. This group is finished with the four swords next to death. They're finished, okay? Or maybe something happened to this person when they were under arrest. Also, that could have happened. And I also see that a rebirth is happening for some people because they had to let go of this energy. So they could have ended their relationship with this energy so that they can look at the person that they love. Somebody was having a problem looking at the person that they love because maybe the spirit was in their eyes or maybe on their face or something, and they couldn't bring themselves to look at their person, but now they can. They can look at their person in the face now. And maybe they want to have a baby with the Ace of Wands. But if you would have done it with this energy in your life, they would have said, that's my child, okay? Okay, then we have King of Swords in reverse. This Taurus, Gemini, and this Virgo are plotting now because people are having rebirths with the Death card and people are having endings with the Death card. So now this Virgo and this Taurus, Gemini are back at it in the circus, okay? And the collective is defending themselves. It's just, they have to stop. They have to stop. They are next to the 4 of Swords, so this could be how they're going to enter into this next phase in their life, which is being under arrest or put to rest. Sometimes they have to do something outlandish to go where they have to go. This Queen of Wands is trying to have courage. They're trying to focus and be confident. They're trying. Why is this person? They're trying to, but why aren't they having success? It's like they're not having success with it. They keep reversing. They keep going in reverse again. This person could be saying things like, I'm acting, I'm pretending to be bad, but they're not acting or pretending. What is this person really doing? They're trying to hold up a tower. They need to keep their home. This person wants someone's ancestors. They want to be an ancestor. They could have been an ancestor and fallen from grace because they're trying to like outnumber somebody who could defend themselves, somebody who can handle, they could maintain control over their life. They're trying to surround this person, okay? You could have Leo placements, Capricorn, Scorpio, Aries, or Pisces placements. But they're trying to surround this energy and possess them with possessed energy, possessed spirits. They're trying to hold up a tower because you're defending yourself and you're not going to stop. You're not going to back down. They want to be next to your ancestors, or they want to be your ancestor because they want a property, they want a home, they want whatever you inherited it. So that's why they want to be next to somebody's home or life, because they want to take something from you. Give me more about this tower. Okay, you're aware of this, that this person is a Robata and they've been replaced. You chose awareness in regards to this person and happiness. You might not entertain this person. Okay, so we have nine of Wands and 9 of Swords. This is terrible. Okay, like the collective keeps trying, but this group is that's why this person is in, because the collective keeps trying. That's the answer. I asked, why is this person keep doing this? Why does this person keep doing this? Why do they keep lying? It's because you keep trying. You keep fighting with the 9 of Wands. You're determined. You're gearing up for the worst, but the best happens. Like it's somebody refuses to be in a 10 of Wands, which is somebody who's taking extra responsibility that's not theirs, and just taking it on because somebody wants them to or is forcing them to do this. You're not doing that. You're staying at this 9 of Wands. You're looking this person in their face and you're saying, I'm not going there. So this is it. Stop here. We're not going anywhere else. And that's putting this person in the 9 of Swords. They're a mess. They're hopeless. Okay. This Robata is supposed to be happy, but they're not. Because everybody's defending themselves and looking at their person, loving themselves again, starting over. This is making this person feel like garbage. They're falling apart because of this. They've lost every little minion. They're losing their minions. And the minions that they have lost their mind. They have lost control. And there's no coming back for them. Okay, yep, the truth is coming out. Moon in reverse. And again, they're trying to hold up a tower. Tower again. My gosh. So this person is being exposed for what they're doing. And they need to release fear. They could be, but they have to release fear. So this tower can happen and they can deal with the darkness. They can deal with it and then move on. This Taurus, Aries in reverse is stuck. This could be Taurus, Aries, Gemini, Pisces. They're stuck. And they can't sacrifice anyone. Hangman in reverse. They're scared. They're lustful. They can't touch our inheritance. Again, Moon in reverse again. Because we know. We're not scared of them either. Okay, we're not afraid anymore. A lot of us are speaking up in our own way, which feels safe. And that's it. That's what we're going to do. And this person just has to accept that they're going to be scared to sacrifice us every time they think about it. They're going to have fear. And until they stop having that desire, that sick desire, they'll always be scared. And that's it. Yep. This person they lost their way. Okay, Virgo, Scorpio, Taurus, Pisces lost their way. Again, they're lonely and this group is all they have with the Hierophant in reverse. But when they depend on this group, they have no future with the Fool card in reverse. This person is out of control and they keep taking risks and chances and doing things recklessly, possibly with an Aquarius or under the guidance of an Aquarius in reverse. That's controlling them somehow. They basically want to take our whatever is left. Like I said in a few other readings, they're stalking families, okay? They're picking out certain family members that they want to offer up, okay? And they could be manipulating these family members to leave things that they want. Not things that we want or that we're asking for, but things that they want. Because this karmic's whole idea is that we're never going to get it. They're going to stay in close contact spiritually, keep watching and stalking and controlling the other family members to make things go in their favor. Because what they're doing is manipulating that maybe a sick, passed on loved one or a healthy person that's just writing out their will. Okay, they're manipulating this person to do something big, like, oh, you gotta leave such and such. This, they told me that they want this. You should do this for them. But that's what they really want. So what they do is spend their time making sure we never see what that person leaves us, because they're saying, that's mine. I manipulated this person to leave it, so I'm gonna take it. I'm not worried about you. I'm not worried about you. Okay, and ancestors are about to, okay, erupt on this energy if they haven't already. Because some ancestors are just finding out, yeah, Five of Cups, they're in regret. This karmic, okay? And some ancestors are just finding out, you know, what happened. Why didn't my descendants get anything that I left them? Okay, because somebody made an evil decision. Leo, Virgo, Libra. Okay, they were having problems in the public eye or with some kind of popularity, or they weren't getting recognition for something, or they want public rewards. So they made very bad decisions. with a Sagittarius, maybe in your family or somebody else. And they're restless now. These are spirits that have hosts, okay? They have people that, you know, take care of them, host them, sacrifice for them, blah, blah, blah. Nonsense. And that's who they're trying to take care of as well, with other people's money or inheritances or health. They're stalking, okay? Page of Swords in reverse. They're manipulating, and they have no energy. Every time they do this, every time they lack in this, every time they act in this lower fire energy, they're having loss. They're having, they're deceiving themselves, okay? Because the collective sees them, right? They're confusing themselves. Lower air fire is just, this is getting wrapped up, okay? Tower in the upright. Yep, and then ancestors are here with the Nine of Cups. Our wish for fulfillment is here, and we're maintaining control because they're still going to send the wands. You know, Seven of Wands is an image of someone still sending the wands at us. But we just need one wand to keep them all away. Okay, we're protected with just this one wand, and ancestors are, thank God, they're helping us have gratitude and stability, okay, in the spirit, as well as God and the angels of the Lord, okay, in Jesus Christ. Now, this Leo in reverse is obsessed with somebody from Hawaii or something, or somebody from a place that starts with H, and Hispanic persons, okay, and they keep sending this Aquarius to a woman to go to other women, this Empress energy, okay? So they're trying to turn them out. If this woman is not interested in women, this one is sent out on a mission to make them that way, because they want to sacrifice that man or that relationship or a child, okay, or something along these lines they want to do here. All right, let's see. Savannah in reverse, doing rituals every day. Selfie in reverse, because somebody won't do some selfies here. She's only here for the money. Somebody that's only here for the money did something to a son or daughter. You don't like them, okay? Please don't leave me. I won't lie to you again. This is a lie. And hating on your glow up, okay? Somebody's not hating on somebody's glow up, or they could be. Okay, I'm picking up that somebody is hating on somebody. Okay, they're hiding something that happened in the summer or about summer. All right. I'm going to open the next reading with these cards. I'll see you on the next reading.